Hello, this is John here once again with Pop Shop. I've got Harry here with me today.
Yo.
We don't have any special guests right now, but today we have some old news, some new news we missed last week, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing I have on the list here is there's a Spotify job opening. The president of playlists. The listed requirements are at least 8 years experience running a highly regarded nation and nothing short of one of the greatest speakers of all time. Obama seems interested.
In Spotify?
In being the president of playlists.
Go for it, man. He's got free time now.
I know, he can do whatever he wants.
This is when he can get the most bang for his buck.
Did you see his Valentine's tweet? Very cute.
No, I didn't. What was it?
It was just a picture of him and Michelle's feet on like a beach. Like they're chilling. They're on vacation.
Like
it's really nice.
The classic early relationship picture where you're so
but it was
in love.
so cute.
Oh, that's
Come on.
adorable. I can't really. That'd be pretty sweet if he would. I guess if you have all that free time, you would go for something like that.
That brings up the question: what do presidents do when they get out of office? Where's George W. Bush today?
They make millions of dollars doing their speeches and everything like that. But especially if I was president and after I was done office, I feel like I would probably gravitate towards some kind of tech company just because I'm interested in that kind of stuff. And
so you think they'd do something that they're interested in?
I feel like it would make sense, but then I don't know about the rules for conflicts of interest and stuff like that.
I feel like a lot of them just kind of retire, do their speeches, make their money, and then have some kind of hobby going on.
Yeah, woodwork or something like that. I could definitely see George Bush just sitting in his house, on his porch whittling or something.
Not even that, those wood burners, they spin real fast. Yeah. You can burn an image into the wood.
Yeah, exactly. I could definitely see him doing that, but if he's got free time, I would travel a lot first, though.
Oh,
this is when you travel.
Oh, definitely.
But I guess he traveled a lot as president, right?
Yeah, but when you travel as president,
it's not fun travel.
You've got business to do.
That's pretty sweet, though.
Yeah. Here's something I was kind of sad to hear. The Greatest Show on Earth is closing.
Yes, Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey.
It's a shame. I once went to it, actually. Did you ever get the chance?
It's funny that this happened. It had to have been less than a year ago. My girlfriend said she wanted to go to the circus because it was in Philly. And I'm not one for all that kind of stuff. So I didn't really want to go. And we went and it was good. I wasn't fully wrapped up in it, but I feel like it's one of those things you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Oh yeah.
So
here's another thing. They got rid of the elephants a few years back.
Yes.
So you saw it without the elephants.
I did.
I saw it with the elephants.
Okay.
And it was something special. But it is understandable why they would get rid of the elephants. Not really good for traveling conditions and it just wasn't a good living time for them.
When I saw it, the only thing that I can really remember as being something that stood out to me was when they did the steel ball that the motorcycles cycle through ridiculous amounts of time, and that was exciting. But other than that, there wasn't a ton going on. They don't have the tigers and the ones that they put their heads in or something anymore. They don't do that stuff as much.
Nah, they don't have the animals as much anymore.
Yeah, and it's just changing times. That's what happens.
Yeah, and sadly enough, I think losing the animals made it lose some of its wow factor. And I think that's maybe why they don't have the business to keep going on.
Yeah, I mean the wow factor plus the nostalgia in itself.
My God.
So all these older generation people, when they were younger, they remember going to this thing and seeing the elephants and all the animals, and it was it was a spectacular.
Wow.
Yeah, and now they're not going to take their grandchildren to go see something that they have no connection to.
Yeah. It really is just a shame.
I mean, what was it, 146 years or
something like that.
I mean,
they were coming up. Yeah, they were coming up close on 150.
Ridiculous amount of time.
Oh, yeah.
For something to be in business like that, especially an entertainment thing like that. You don't see too many of those hang around unless they're putting out a very good product.
That's true. Oh God, do you think Cirque du Soleil is going to be around for just about as long? Or do you think that's a very niche thing?
I've personally never seen it, but the way they're going about it is they're attacking every angle of marketing. They have
really
hundreds of different shows that go on.
Yeah.
So
around the world.
Yeah, exactly, around the world. So I guess the theory is if you put out enough product, one of them has to stick. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe are they? Now, here's a good question. Are they owned by the Disney company?
Cirque du Soleil? Probably.
Because I know they have one on their
The
Disney
mouse
World
owns
properties.
everything. I mean, they're also on Broadway, and if you didn't know, Disney also, in a roundabout way, owns Broadway. Because they own ABC, and ABC owns Broadway.
They do, because I saw something that was like Cirque du Soleil's putting on like some kind of Disney show, and
they're in Disney.
Yeah, I know they're in Disney.
They perform in Disney.
But they were doing like a legit, I think they're doing Avatar. They're doing like an Avatar
Really?
Cirque du Soleil in Philly, and I was like, I didn't know who owned who in that situation, but I don't know. I mean, Disney, if they are owned by Cirque du Soleil, they're basically just gonna...
Isn't Avatar Sony Pictures?
Avatar is now owned by Disney. Because they just they're making a new land in Animal Kingdom, and it's
God.
Avatar Land, and they're putting out another movie soon. I'm pretty sure. What was it? It might have been I don't remember.
I can't believe that this is happening.
They're just right now. Disney is on an all-out assault on these movies.
Jeez,
they're just going crazy.
Avatar wasn't even like that amazing. Like, I mean, it was successful.
The highest grossing movie of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Still?
Pretty sure. It's either the first or second.
It's got to be the second. I'm pretty sure something surpassed it. Didn't The Force Awakens surpass it?
No, I don't think it did. Hold on.
Oh, man.
I'm almost positive it's the first highest movie of all time. Top grossing movies. Let's give it a gander. Number 2 is Avatar. Number 1 is Gone with the Wind.
Oh my God, that's right. Gone with the Wind. Nothing surpassed that yet.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
and by a lot, by 400 million.
I know.
That's unbelievable. Gone with the Wind?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that one was like all the way up there. I really did. That's crazy.
I forgot about that.
I remember when Avatar passed Titanic, that being a whole big deal because that means James Cameron now has 2 on the top 4. So it's like, what is this guy all about? But
Star Wars did pass Titanic.
Star Wars did pass Titanic. So yeah, it's 1 Gone with the Wind, 2 Avatar, 3 Star Wars, 4 Titanic.
You know, still talking about movies.
Yeah.
Just moving on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Something that I've loved for quite a while. This man John Negroni came up with it in 2013 when he noticed a bunch of things like that were consistent between Pixar movies, and he called it the Pixar theory. It's a theory that all of the Pixar movies happen in the same universe.
Yes.
And Disney just confirmed it a couple of weeks ago, and I flipped.
They legitimately confirmed
They
it?
legitimately confirmed it.
I have looked into this, and I watched his video. I think it was him that... I think he did a video on YouTube.
I don't really quite like his video. I like the Carlin Brothers video. It's a bit older because it doesn't include some of the newer Pixar movies, like Finding Dory.
Yeah.
But, like, it's still really good. They explain it really well.
And when they do explain it, it is, like, one of the most in-depth things.
And it's mind-blowing.
Like, how did you
notice all this stuff?
How do you have enough time to make those connections, first of all? Like, I would never be able to sit there and
How have you watched these movies enough times to notice, like, the Pizza Planet truck? Not in Toy Story, but in, what is
Monsters,
it?
Inc. It was in.
Yeah, it was in Monsters, Inc.
It's literally been... It was in Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
It went by across the street when the fish were going out of the...
Yeah, the wheels that were used, that Lightning McQueen has in Cars, same wheels that Carl has on his truck in Up.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, the basis of that theory is that the little girl from Monsters, Inc. is
the witch from Brave.
Yes, is the witch from Brave.
Now, that's because they believe that Monsters, Inc. takes place the farthest in the future, even past WALL-E.
Okay.
As far as the movies in the future go, it's WALL-E, and then not Ants, that's DreamWorks, and then A Bug's Life.
Bug's Life, yeah.
And then Monsters, Inc.
Okay.
And what they think is that the doors from Monsters, Inc. don't actually go into a different world or a different dimension. They're staying in the same world. They're just traveling back in time to when humans were actually on Earth.
A past thing. Yeah.
So when Boo started to look into that, she discovered time travel, and she got stuck in whatever 1640 Scotland.
Yeah, what Brave was, yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like the worst place to get stuck?
And the reason they believe this is because in the witch's home, there is a wood carving of Sully.
Yeah. And I've seen that, like,
and the Pizza Planet truck.
Yeah. So, like, if anybody that is listening to this, if you go online, they do have like quick snapshots of all these things. They're not just like making it up, and you're like, oh well, I can't.
These are actual
They have
things.
like quick screenshots of it.
And actually, one of the biggest things that connect all of the movies together is this company BNL.
By and large, baby.
And they made batteries, which we see in Toy Story. They were building things up around Carl's house.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's in a news article in Finding Nemo. It's everywhere.
Yeah, and then when you get to Wall-E, you see that they are literally
is
everywhere.
In fact the mega corporation
that basically just completely pollutes the
Everything.
Civilized human world, and
Yeah.
that's why they have to go on the ships. But I mean, it's so weird that they would look, if they officially said that that's true. It's so weird that they would look that far into the future making movies that they would be able to connect all these things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so genius.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I know. And I relish in it. I love it. I love
I
finding
100%
Easter eggs like that.
Yes.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it really is. And hats off to the Pixar people and the Disney people for finding a way to do it. I mean, I had to have taken years and years to figure it completely out. Maybe some of it was just dumb luck, Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows?
Good for them.
So now, this is a bit of newer news. I don't know if you know about Chris Rock, or if you like Chris Rock or not.
I mean, I've heard stand-up and everything.
Well, for the first time in 10 years, he's going on another stand-up tour.
Really?
And he says that President Donald Trump is one of his targets.
Well, I mean, that's every stand-up target,
of course,
at this point. But yeah, I mean...
from an African-American man, I can't wait to see how he reacts.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be good stand-up. He always does fantastic stand-up.
Fabulous.
And at age, he's
I love his bit about the ostrich.
I don't know.
Oh, no, that was Kevin Hart.
Nope.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Kevin Hart and the ostrich.
No, but Chris Rock, at 52 years old, Chris Rock, he's done so many good movies. He's done so much good stand-up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so weird that he's actually... It almost appears that he's fallen out of the limelight in recent years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully this tour will...
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's what he's hoping for. This is kind of like a rejuvenate. Right now, this is the time when comedians and all that, and like all those like celebrities and everything like that, can truly rejuvenate their careers. With the political climate that it's in right now and the political statements that celebrities try to make all the time, this is when you're going to start seeing people that haven't really done anything in like 10, 15 years, they're going to start coming back out and doing things. And, good for them. They're capitalizing on, a situation right now that they can capitalize on.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it'll be a very, very good stand-up bit. He's always pretty fun. He's always very funny. So good for him. 52 years old.
Yeah. So the next story is one that I guarantee you've heard of. Everyone has heard of. Beyonce is having twins. Now there's...
Yes, she is.
Now there was controversy when she had her last child that she didn't actually carry her child, that she had someone else carry the child.
Really?
Which would, it would make sense. Someone in the singing career, she's shooting videos and all that all the time.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be showing a baby belly.
Yeah.
But this time, I'm pretty sure that she is carrying these twins.
If she's not carrying her twins,
people are still questioning it. But after her performance at the Grammys, I can't believe she performed at the Grammys.
I didn't really watch the Grammys,
pregnant with twins.
Now she's pregnant, and people are going to say that she's not. Wasn't she wearing like a see-through kind of meshy shirt? Yeah,
she was.
So I mean,
it can't be Photoshop at this point. Of course, the pictures are going to be Photoshopped.
Yeah.
But only to make her look nice.
Yeah.
You know.
Now her first baby, Is that Blue Ivy or Northwest? Which one is her baby?
Northwest is Kim Kardashian.
I always get it confused. I never know which baby goes with
Blue
who.
Ivy
because they're just two
Beyonce's.
crazy names. But, okay, Blue Ivy was Beyonce's first child. Now, twins.
Oh, man. It's going to come with a real cool couple name, you know?
What are they going to do for the name?
Something that's going to go hand in hand, you know?
You think it's going to be crazier than, like, Blue Ivy?
I don't know. Well, they have Blue Ivy. Why not just have, like, Green Ivy and Poison Ivy?
Yeah, you could do something like that. Just keep going on the ivy thing. I think that's a really good way to do it.
Or maybe just some other kind of plant, like chamomile.
Chamomile. Yeah, sunflower.
Sunflower.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that sounds like a real 60s name, though.
It does, like a hippie child.
Yeah.
Wow, twins. I can't imagine having twins. That's got to be, like, a lot to have on your plate.
Oh, yeah.
And already
Well, you know
having a
who's
kid.
not having twins and has done a recent really cool performance? Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga's
At the Super Bowl.
Lady Gaga's
Super
Super Bowl
halftime.
halftime performance, I will say, was very, very
It
good.
was really cool.
Going back on doing
I
all the hits.
totally called that she was gonna fly in like on a helicopter or something.
And you know what was really cool about that? I mean, first off, we were trying to figure this out. She jumped off the top.
Yeah.
Now, jumping,
Yes.
you can't just have regular steel belts. Because if you jump, you have to have a little bit of give, otherwise it's just going to snap. So was she on a bungee or was she on a steel,
I think perhaps that part of it was a bungee. I think perhaps like, I think part of it was a bungee because, you know, like you said, you can't just have a steel cord like that.
Yeah.
So part of it had to have been some sort of stretchy, flexible material.
Yeah.
But
because
like maybe not too stretchy because I didn't see any bounce.
That's what I was going to say, because when she jumped, she literally had, like, there was no bounce. And that's what made me nervous about it. But the other...
Like, oh man, it's going to snap.
Yeah, and that's, like, really, really... I thought it would have been terrible. But I thought it was cool that she had, like, the thousands of drones in the background.
Oh, yeah, that was really cool,
and
yeah.
I didn't know what... I originally thought it was just, like, a Photoshop thing. I didn't know it was legitimate
That was
drones.
legit, man.
That's pretty cool.
When Lady Gaga does stuff, it is legit.
Yeah, she did, and the fact that she did all of her past hits, I mean...
Oh, yeah.
Talking about rejuvenating a career, she's right back in the mix now.
And she was very emotional afterwards. There's videos. Oh, my God, she's bawling.
Yeah. Now, before we move on, I just want to give her a huge round of applause for catching the football.
Oh my God, yes!
Because
I don't think I would be able to do that. I would not have that kind of focus.
Okay, just imagine how much crap she would have got if she didn't catch that football. It's
like Christina Aguilera messing up the national anthem a few years back.
Yeah, I mean I can't imagine how much practice weeks and weeks before this.
Who threw it?
I don't. It just kind of came from off screen, but she like jumped and
shot
caught
out of
it.
a machine.
Yeah, because whoever threw it had to have been like, maybe they got one of the quarterbacks of the team.
Oh my God, that would be great.
But I mean, kudos to her for catching that. That was like a super high pressure situation.
Yeah.
But yep, good job.
Still talking about the Super Bowl. Every year, I like to look at the Super Bowl commercials. Just sit down and watch a stream of the Super Bowl commercials.
Yes.
And I just want to say, like, now that we have this time here, let's just look at them and say, are they good or bad? Some of the new ones. New ones. So, Wix.com is a new contender here. They're a website maker, and they advertise, make like easy website making.
Yeah,
like, they have a bunch of templates.
They're like a GoDaddy type of thing.
Yeah, kind of like GoDaddy.com, but better actually because it's more user friendly.
Yes,
I couldn't figure out GoDaddy.com for the life of me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So now there's these badass action sequences going on while someone makes the website using Wix. Actually, I think it's a chef. He's a chef making his own website.
Yeah.
And in his restaurant, there's just this like spy scene going on, something like straight out of James Bond, but with more explosions.
Yeah, and like there's like Jason Statham comes into it and the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And I can remember watching that commercial and thinking at the time this was a terrible commercial because I didn't know what
Really?
it was trying to sell to me.
Oh my!
At the end, like I knew.
But at the end, I think it was very clever because at the end they say their slogan, which is to succeed in a disruptive world.
Yeah.
I thought it was very clever.
Very, very clever. And if I didn't know what Wix was beforehand, which I did, I may have lost what the meaning was behind it. But I can tell you by looking at like what you're saying now and like everything that I've seen online, that was like the most successful.
It was clever.
commercial.
It caught everyone's attention. It was like, oh my gosh, what could this be? What could it possibly be?
Yeah.
And there are a lot of commercials out there that are like, what could this possibly be?
Yeah.
Like, you're not necessarily excited about it, but like, what could this possibly be? And then at the end, they reveal what it is, and it's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Like,
what is this?
Yeah. Like, why did I watch all that?
Why did I watch all that for this? How does it even relate?
Yeah.
But this does it successfully. I say this was a successful commercial campaign.
Oh, I mean, yeah, just the way that everybody reacted to it, it was 100% successful. Good job to them.
Now, there was, every year, they have a Budweiser commercial. Usually it features the Clydesdales.
Yes.
And the dog. But this year, they did a little like montage of the history of Budweiser. Mm-hmm. And it was very, very... It invoked some emotions of like wonder, of fascination, of how like a huge company like Budweiser could possibly crop up from just these two guys.
Yeah.
And it definitely sends chills down your spine while you're watching it. Mm-hmm. But while I was watching it, I could not figure out what it was. It was very confusing to me.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't figure out what they were going for. I was like, oh, that was the history of Budweiser, I guess.
Yeah. The issue with some of these advertisements is sometimes they try so hard that they get lost. They try so hard to be cool, like whether they're going for like the nostalgia feeling, they try so hard to go for that they end up just completely veering off track for people that are watching it. Because you have to understand, people watching this stuff, I'm not saying people are stupid, but people aren't trying to have their minds completely worked during the Super Bowl.
No, they don't want a history lesson.
Exactly.
They just want, this is Budweiser, it's good beer.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes you have to like, you kind of swallow your pride when you're doing that kind of stuff. But I mean, I'm a sucker for history lessons like that. Like for
that's just you, Harry. You're just weird.
100%. Like
I liked it. It was very good. Like, it was very good.
You said it sends like chills down your spine. Like at the end of that commercial, when like the Budweiser guys like met and like shook hands and they like said their names.
Yeah.
I was like it does send chills down your spine.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like it could all just happen like that.
Yeah.
Cool though. I like it.
Yeah. So now that's enough about the serious commercials. Let's talk about some of the more ridiculous commercials. And I know I saw the look on your face just now. I know you know what commercial I'm about to bring up, but I'm gonna bring up one just before it.
Okay.
The Mr. Clean commercial.
That was actually the one.
That was what you were thinking of.
That was the one in the forefront of my mind because that one just struck me as like completely weird.
Sexy dancing. He was dancing very seductively for this woman while cleaning.
It threw me off.
She was very turned on by it, by the cleaning, by how clean everything was getting. You could see it.
Yeah, 100%.
Her loins were frothing.
I just like, how are you gonna equate Mr. Clean with?
But it turns out Mr. Clean was actually her husband, and not like Mr. Clean is her husband, but turns out she was married to an actual man who, in fact, wasn't necessarily like as buff or as like chiseled as Mr. Clean. And I found that very nice, and she just found it as a really big turn on. It ended up with her passionately kissing her husband. I thought that was a very sweet commercial.
I just found it kind of weird.
It was a very disturbing sexual portrayal of Mr. Clean.
Something about a super buff, bald, sexy dancing, animated Mr. Clean that just kind of gives me a little creep.
Oh yeah, it was very disturbing. But like, I think maybe like clean is sexy could be the message.
I guess that could be like, you don't look at him and you wouldn't look at Mr. Clean and think he smells bad. You know what I mean?
Like there's not.
And
he's sparkling all the time.
So maybe that is the thing. Like clean is sexy.
He is Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Let's go with that. At this point, they're probably just trying to take whatever they can get. Sure, that's fine.
Now the commercial I found kind of ridiculous, but I love it because I love the two people who are in it. Mm-hmm. It starts out. very, very nice scene, very, like, smoking room scene.
Yeah.
Like, there's a fireplace, there's a bunch of books, library. Very relaxing. Mm-hmm. And it's Christopher Walken sitting there on a couch.
Yeah.
Looking deadpan into the camera.
Yeah.
Reciting the lyrics to NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye.
That...
and at the end, Justin Timberlake is just sitting there looking at him and nodding solemnly. And it was for buy drinks.
Yes.
I think that was possibly the greatest Super Bowl commercial I have ever seen.
I can 100% remember watching it and thinking to myself, that was amazing.
I love Christopher Walken.
I'm a huge fan.
If not as an actor, just like kind of as like
the way he talks, the mannerisms, the way he goes about
everything
things.
about it. It's just, it's unique, and I love it, and it's just.
it was genius by the Buy Drink Company.
Oh my god, it really was.
Just
it really
freaking
was.
genius.
And they only had that one commercial. I've never seen any commercial of theirs on television ever before.
Yeah.
So you know that they spent their money on getting the rights to the lyrics.
Yep.
On getting Justin Timberlake and Christopher Walken in on this.
Yeah.
And for getting a spot.
Yeah.
During the Super Bowl.
I mean,
you know they dedicated a lot of time and money to it.
I think last year's 30-second commercial spot was a little over $5 million.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how much they pumped into this to get those two high-ranking celebrities.
Yeah.
And to get the rights to the song. They had to have spent upwards of, I'd say, $8 to $10 million.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
But like, I don't know if you ever had buy drinks, but they're pretty good.
I haven't. Are they? Is it like a water or what is it?
It's kind of like.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Water for everybody that's not from Philly. Everybody gives me crap for saying water.
Water.
Anyway, continue.
I don't want to say it's like Sobe Life water or like vitamin water because it has more flavor to it. It's a bit stronger flavor. It doesn't have the same consistency. They also have like a tea line, like iced teas and stuff. So they're just kind of like a flavored fruity drink thing. Yeah, they're pretty good though. Yeah, it's not like they're like fruit smoothies or anything like Naked or something. Yeah, but like it's clear. They're clear. They're clear drinks.
They're like a Propel kind of thing.
Yeah. They're good. They're really good.
Now, this isn't one of your ties, but I did just see this the other day. For the first time, soda isn't in the top position for top drink in America. Water. Yeah, water is.
Water?
Yeah,
just water.
Water's. Well, because of all the different brands that they've had, like
just water.
Of just water being out, it has officially taken some top rungs in America's favorite drinks.
That's truly amazing.
Yeah, so kudos to America.
Do you think maybe that's in part like? Do you think? Smart water is in part responsible for that.
Probably health craze.
Craze. People, the American health craze.
Not only just drinking water, thinking that you're healthy, but drinking water that has a word in front of it to make you feel even better about drinking water. Smart water. Oh, I feel healthier just saying it. But it definitely.
It's actually healthier. It has extra potassium, which most people don't get enough of. Has necessary electrolytes. Some I think it has calcium maybe.
Probably it's probably just chuck.
And it just tastes like water.
I've been trying to drink a lot more water, and I'm doing pretty good.
I can see that.
I have. I got water bottles in here. I'm trying to do it for me. Trying to get a little bit thinner.
Good, Harry.
Doing better.
You should run with me one day.
I do 2.25 miles every morning now.
Nice.
Yep. I've been waking up early.
Early? How early? I see people waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
I do 6:30. I get up 6:30, go for my 2.25 mile run, call it a day. Don't let my voice fool you. I am dead right now. I'm in a tremendous amount of pain, but I'm doing it.
All right, Harry.
All right, is that it?
If you don't have anything else, I don't have anything else.
I got nothing else for these people.
This has been Harry and John with Pop Shop. See you guys next week.
Thank you.